Today we are learning about factors and what they are. Specifically, we are answering these questions. What's a product? What are factors? And how do I know when I find all of a number's factor pairs? So the first thing you're going to need to do is drop these two vocabulary words into your notebook, but wait till I'm finished with this. A product, you probably already know, is the answer to a multiplication product. Factors are the numbers that when we multiply them make a product. So if I'm looking at 2 times 3, 2 times 3 are factors, or 2 and 3 are factors, excuse me, 2 times 3 would be an expression. 2 and 3 are factors, and 6 is the product. So go ahead and stop the video now, jot these into your notebook, including what I just wrote. So let's keep working with 6. Are 2 and 3 the only factors of 6? Is the only way I can make 6 while multiplying 2 times 3? No, you know that. In fact, I can think of one other way to do it. I know that 1 times 6 will also give me 6. Now the next question is that all of them? Well, the easiest way to figure out if you've gotten all the pairs is to start with 1 times whatever number you're dealing with. In this case, it'll be 1. I'm going to go way down here because I know 6 is going to be the largest number that I can multiply and still get 6. Well, we got 1. What number comes after 1? 2. Is 2 a factor of 6? Well, yeah, we've already established that. In fact, 2 times 3 is 6. Can I multiply 4 and get 6? No. Can I multiply 5 and get 6? No. So 1 times 6 is a factor pair for 6, and so is 2 times 3. So 1, 2, 3, and 6 are the factors of 6. So let's try a number with some more factors. What are the factors of 18? Well, like I told you a minute ago, I want to start with the very smallest and the very largest, which is going to be 1 and 18. I'm leaving a fair amount of room because I don't want them to get squished. Can I multiply 2 and get 18? Well, the first question is 18 an even number? It ends in 8, so yes, it is even. So 2 times something will give me 18. Oh yeah, 2 times 9. I can go ahead and put that right next to the 18 there because it's a larger number. Will 3 go into 18? Sure does. 3 times what? 3 times 6. Will 4 go into 18? No. 4 times 4 is 16, and 4 times 5 is 20. So 4 is not a factor. What about 5? Oh, you already know that anything that's a multiple of 5 ends in 5 or 0. 18 doesn't. Now I'm back to 6. I've already done 6. So I know that I've reached all my factor pairs. My factor pairs are 1 and 18, 2 and 9, and 3 and 6. Some people call this a factor rainbow because when you do the pairs right, that's what you end up with, something looking like a very badly drawn rainbow. So in your notebook, I'm going to ask you to try what the factors of 20 are. Go ahead and stop the video and try it on your own. So now that you've done it in your notebook, let's check it. Here's 1, and here's 20. That's my smallest and my largest. 20 ends in 0, so that makes it an even number, and I know that 2 will in fact go in. 2 times what? Oh yeah, 2 times 10. Does 3 go in? Is 3 times something 20? No, 3 times 7 is 21, so we know that won't work. What about 4? 4 does go in. How many times does 4 go in? 5, because 4 times 5 is 20. So because 5 is my factor pair with 4, I've actually completed this. I'm back to 5, so I know I've done them all. 1 times 20 is 20. 2 times 10 is 20. And 4 times 5 is 20. And yes, I have them all because I did it as a rainbow. And there's nothing between 4 and 5 that I can multiply to get 20. This list will be pretty big. What are the factors of 24? Go ahead and start with the obvious, 1 times 24 and 2 times 12, but I put a multiplication table on the screen in order to help you. It's going to be useful. You can, every time you find 24, you'll find a factor pair. So if you do 1 and 2 and go to 3 and say, wait a minute, is 24 a multiple of 3? You can pull it down and say, oh, there it is, sure enough. And there's the other part of the pair. I'm actually not going to show you how to do any more than that. I want you to try this in your notebook, and tomorrow it'll be the first thing we look at. So, today we answered the questions. What is a product? What are factors? How do I know when I find all of a number factors pairs? You should be able to answer all of those questions now. And if you have questions about the questions, jot those into your notebook to talk about tomorrow. Have a great afternoon.